Hey everybody, it's Jeremiah again. Video number 4. Here we go. I think today I want to talk about triggers and episodes. I have made some notes, which I've never done in the past, but I wanted to make sure I get this kind of right. So a lot of people have been asking me, what's your triggers? How's your episodes? And really, I don't really have triggers. It's not that I know of. I've tried with therapists and different psychiatrists and everything to try and work out what my triggers are. And I'm not good with them. And that's what mine is kind of scary, is that I can't really pinpoint what sets me up. And so one of my things are when I'm hitting my episodes, like I go super high or I go super low. I can control it in the daytime when I'm at work because there's so many different distractions where I am. So with all the distractions going on, I focus better at work. There's noises, there's other conversations, there's different people coming and going. So there's a lot of distractions and makes me fine. On the other hand of that, it exhausts me so much trying to play the happy guy always at work, and it's very, very exhausting. So a lot of times when I get home, I kind of just make it to the door and I just fall on the other side and sit there. Not a pretty picture, I can tell you. Anyway, sometimes my episodes, I'm pretty bipolar 1, so we're pretty rapid. We go up quick, we go down quick, we go up quick, we go down quick. Especially with me, mine can last hours. Mine can last weeks. Sometimes with people it's months, sometimes it's years. But I don't really go into the months side of it, not that I know of. Because a lot of times when you're in it, you don't even know you're in it because now it's normal. So a lot of times when you do the depression side and then you go into the manic side, you kind of get engulfed in it, so you don't really see it. So this is why it's really, really, really good to have a good group of friends around you that you can be honest with, and that you can say, look, I'm having some issues. Can you point out to me when you think I'm not acting normal? They're a good pinpoint if you'll listen to them. Yes, I got glasses on today. A Superman t-shirt. Anyway, I digress. So, yeah, you need a really good group around you. You need a good therapist, and I can't emphasize that enough. You really gotta find a good therapist and a good psychiatrist. If you hate your therapist and you hate your psychiatrist, or you're not connecting, or they're prescribing where you are in a cloud all the time, change. Go to another one. And you'll find one that you really connect with. It took me like 6 or 7 goes. But I'm with one that, well, I will hopefully, now I've got to change again with my insurance change, but hopefully this one will be a good one too. But my last one, she was the best. She was the best. But in America, when your insurance changes, a lot of times it doesn't change with your doctor. So anyway, so other people, they can have triggers. It can be places, it can be smells, it can be people, it can be food. There could be a matter of many things. A color, a season, a day of the week type of thing. Anything can be a trigger. And you basically, you have to look out for yours. As I say, I don't really have any. I go up pretty fast and I come down pretty fast. And here's like a funny story of one of my manic places when I was going off on my highs. And so I was sleeping like 2 hours a night. I felt great. I'd do cardio for 2 hours. I'd go to the gym all friggin' hours. And then I would come home and the house was clean. I would do laundry all the time. And at one point, I knew it was stupid because I had a white t-shirt and a pair of white socks. And I drove me mad that they were in the basket. So what I did is I pulled clean white clothes and I put them in the laundry with my dirty t-shirt and a pair of socks. And that's how it goes. Like, you have to do something, you have to see it through. And hopefully friends will respect that and will work with you as you go through it. Also, it was a weekend one time, and by where I lived, there was a gas station, Costco, and they'd open at 6 in the morning. So I would be there at 6 in the morning with my car. Meanwhile, I was there the day before, and the day before that, and the day before that. And one time I didn't leave the house. It was a weekend and my days off, and I just stayed home. And the next day I went to the gas station and I put like 22 cents worth of gas in. It probably cost the dealer, the gas station, more to process my credit card than it is what they bought with the gas. Then, and I say then, I would go home and then get on my motorcycle and I would drive my motorcycle down and fill up. Even though I never took the motorcycle anywhere, it literally would be 12 cents. That would be it. And I think the gas attendants just looked at me like, oh, here's 6 o'clock guy. He's ready to fill it up. So there's some of the kind of crazy stuff that I get up to. Another episode, it was kind of a confusing episode, and we go out with one of our friends called Dave every Tuesday. He knows who he is. And so we were on our way there, and I just had this anxiety attack, and I just could not go. We went in an elevator, and we got downstairs, and I couldn't go. And I just said, I'm out of here. And something came over me, and I stomped away. And then I walked around the block, and it was kind of this thing. It's one of those, again, where I always say, what you're doing is not normal, but you've got to do it. And so I walked around the block a few times, and then I went back to go home, and I saw Ken waiting for me. So I walked away, but he saw me, so he ran after me, and he just followed me. I sat with the homeless people, and at the time I kind of felt good with them. And they didn't really want to talk much, so I hung out with them for like 10-15 minutes. And then anyway, so Ken give me my space, and then as everything I do when I go into my episodes is I really exhaust myself. I mentally, physically exhaust myself to the point when I let Ken catch up to me. He said, let's go home. And I said, okay. And I got home and I went to bed because I was just so drained. And people need to realize that when people go through these episodes, it's so draining. It is so hard work and draining. Anyway, sometimes when my depression really hits, I go down really hard. Once in a blue moon, it'll be really, really hard. And one of those situations was we came home from dinner and got out of the elevator, and I just burst out crying. I had no idea why. Nothing made sense. And we get in the house, and I go to my bathroom because we have separate bathrooms. And I just sat on the floor and I just cried. And I locked the door. Anyway, Ken kind of broke in with a key on the backside, whatever, the door handle. And I was banging my head on the faucet. And it's one of them again, which I think I've spoken to a different video, was that when you're feeling so much pain and you cannot put your finger on it, it's even worse than if you can, because there's nothing you could do. You can't like pour a cream on it, or you can't take a pill for it, of like a pain relief pill. And so a lot of times I hurt myself. Not a lot of times, occasionally that's happened. I don't do this all the time. I hurt myself, and so this one time I was banging my head on the faucet, the tap, and I cut my head open, and once I saw the blood, I stopped, because then I knew where the pain came from. So this is the kind of things that I go through. My days are not always perfect. I may look like I'm perfect. I may do my dancing stupid videos that I like to put on. I like to take pictures of my underwear. A lot of things is insecurities and things like that, but that's another topic we'll talk to. But what can I say with different things? So, you really need a good support group around you. It's really, 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 really a must. If you go to your psychiatrist and you tell them that you need to work out, and they'll always agree, because they'll always tell you that endorphins always makes you happier, and most people that work out are not sad people. So it's part of your medication, it's part of your medical to work out. So if you get your psychiatrist to write you a prescription, you can put it to your taxes. Just to let you know, it's part of medical then when a psychiatrist puts it up. Anyway, I really feel like that I need to start reading books again on bipolar. I need to read them so I can reference them to you guys, and maybe give some nods to you so you can see if you're interested in reading books. If you know a family member that has bipolar, maybe you can read the book that I'll do a review on, and then you can understand what other people are going through. I'm hoping these videos are helping. I've had a lot of good feedback. I I had a great woman that sent me from Canada. I'll leave it nameless, but she knows who she is. She made my week. She told me how much she sees in herself in me, that it's helping her. And also, she didn't know how to follow my website. And at the time, I didn't have a subscription button, but now we do. And so she had my name, www.jeremiah11.com, on a post-it on the fridge. And you know, when somebody tells you that, that's everything. I mean, that is everything. You know, when you've touched that one person, I don't need to touch anybody else now. She's my hero of the week. I mean, she is my hero. Anyway, I just want you to know that I'm trying to do my best. Every day is a day. And sometimes it's a struggle and sometimes it's a blessing. But every day I wake up and I say to myself, this is a new day and let's make it happen. Maybe next time I'll wear my glasses, maybe I won't. We'll see you then. Take care.